What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Mod Squad Network's Layeth, the Squad Down. I am your host, Kevin. Joining me as always is Steve.
What's going on, everybody?
Um,
Wrestling.
yes, we love our wrestling. But before we get into wrestling this week, make sure you check
The
out Skull.
skulls!
Yes,
Skullectomy!
by Jolt 7 Studios. Dude, she can customize any skull you want. She hand makes the skulls. It's freaking awesome. Go check them out on Facebook. Skullectomy by Jolt 7 Studios. That is the Mod Squad Network sponsored this month.
I'm not gonna lie, it sounds like a procedure. Doctor says I need a skullectomy.
Well, you probably do.
I need that, and I need a backiotomy as well.
All right, we're going to jump right into Raw. Paul Heyman stood in the ring to hype Roman Reigns' match against Night of Champions,
Ooh.
but Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn arrived, which sent the wise man running. The undisputed tag team champions talked about their future match until Imperium arrived. Matt Riddle ran into even the odds against Gunther, Ludwig Kaiser, and Giovanni Vinci.
Giovanni Vinci. It was really good. They Gunther was in the front of the ring, and then Kaiser Roll and Vinci were on the other two sides, and there was no one on the fourth side because they used to have a fourth member. They should bring it back. And they all jumped up on the ring, and then Riddle ran out and slid in. And as soon as Riddle slid in, Gunther was like, "Get down, get funky. We're out of here."
The odds are even, so it's not good for
Yes, that's right. Someone half my size of Matt Riddle is
Yeah.
here. I'm scared. Let's get the F out of here. My buddy said something which is the greatest idea. Gunther is about to beat, he's about to be the longest reigning intercontinental champion.
Mm-hmm.
My buddy put this image in my head, and they're not going to do it, but like 2-3 weeks before it's like time for the thing to be broken, like Gunther is getting ready to go out to the ring, and then he gets smashed in the back with a guitar, and it pans, and it's just the
honky tonk man.
Yeah, it's the honky tonk man. He's like, nobody's gonna beat my record. And then like it gets to the point like the day or whatever, and it's a match against Honky, and he just gets obliterated.
I would love that. I would love that.
I would love to see Honky back for one more. Or bring me back the honkometer.
The honk. All right. Let's get into the first match of the night, though, shall we? Ricochet.
Oh, have we not even gotten into the first match? My God, I'm having so much fun.
Ricochet versus Bronson Reed, with Reed, of course, picking
one
up the
and
pinfall.
Only.
Yes.
No, I like Bronson Reed though.
I do too. This was a pretty good match. Bronson Reed and Ricochet, of course. I mean, it's Ricochet. He's a high flyer superhero type.
Yeah, but
dude,
Bronson Reed is a wrecking machine.
Dude, he's a wrecking ball.
Wrecking.
Yeah. Then we have another Seth Rollins interview segment, which was, it's a Seth Rollins interview segment because he's pre-recorded because he's on set at the next Captain
Well,
America
I don't
movie.
know. I don't know if for that led the first week they did it.
Yeah.
He was on set.
Yes, because
he was in Saudi Arabia for the pay-per-view yesterday.
Right. But this was you could tell it was the same format, same.
Sure. They probably filmed it all. They probably filmed all the vignettes in the same sitting.
Yeah. Then we have Zoe Stark versus Candice LeRae, with Stark defeating LeRae by pinfall, and this was kind of sloppy.
Did you ever notice Candice LeRae kind of has a Disney princess like wave to the crowd? It's because she's a big Disney fan. She actually, I'm 99% sure Candice LeRae had her wedding at Disneyland.
Yeah, well, that's unfortunate. I'm not a Disney person. I'm not a Disney. I grew up around the Magic Kingdom. That stuff does not,
Well, I'm sorry. You grew up around the secondhand Disneyland.
Whatever. I grew up around Disney stuff. It does not intrigue me. Cody,
that's right. That's why you love Mountain Dew and Cheetos at Magic Mountain all day long. I don't know. That has to do association. I'm still tired. Please continue.
Not a problem. Next, we got Cody Rhodes picks a losing fight with Brock Lesnar. Sure. Brock Lesnar sauntered out to the ring and
wait, really quick. I'm pretty sure that this Raw started, or was it last week that started with Cody getting to the arena and then just getting jumped by Brock right away? I think
Um,
that was last week. Sorry,
yeah,
please
yeah.
continue. I digress.
No. Brock Lesnar sauntered out to the ring and declared Cody Rhodes would not fight him at Night of Champions because he issued an open challenge for the pay per view. The night American Nightmare arrived with his arm in a sling and marched to the ring. The Beast Incarnate trapped him in a Kimura lock until he was satisfied. Adam Pierce demanded medical assistance. Basically, Cody Rhodes. Yeah, we forgot to mention Cody Rhodes arrived to the ring this week, and Brock Lesnar attached him. It was this week, and then Brock came out.
Brock broke his arm.
Yeah, Brock broke his arm. Yeah, with a keg of beer.
It's fucking hilarious.
With a keg of beer. Cody still says he wants to wrestle. He refused medical attention. So there you go.
There you go. That'll do her.
Yeah. Then we have Alpha Academy with Maxine Dupree versus the Viking Raiders with Valhalla, with Alpha Academy defeating the Viking Raiders by pinfall.
Thank God.
Yes, I really do like the Alpha Academy now. I mean, I hated. Yes, I hated their gimmick to begin with, and they have grown on me and grown on me
like a fungus.
Yes, I really like it. Finn Balor with Damian Priest versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Balor defeats Nakamura by pinfall.
Namora?
Yeah, Nakamura.
I didn't know Shinsuke Namora.
Shinsuke Nakamura. You know I have problems with words and names.
Well, you have problem with the English language.
Yes.
You were publicly taught. It's cool.
I went to public school in Polk County, Florida. My English is horrible.
Raquel could have been Angel County. You could have grown up with those Angel County kids down in Florida. It's a Porky's reference.
Raquel Rodriguez versus Sonya Deville with Rodriguez.
Daddy DeVille.
Yes, Daddy DeVille. But Daddy DeVille loses.
I know.
Daddy DeVille loses.
All right. Daddy DeVille always wins in my book.
Next, we get a Becky Lynch promo. And, Becky Lynch's promos are always pretty good. She didn't really say anything too outlandish, but it was just a passionate promo. So, good promo. Next, we have Dominic Mysterio with Rhea Ripley ringside versus Apollo Crews.
I'm going to say, I forget this one, but I'm going to say Mysterio wins.
Mysterio does win. Mysterio does win.
I don't understand why they had to bring back
Apollo
to the. He was good on NXT. No reason to call him up. Handful of people they called up that I don't understand, but
he's improved a lot since then. Just with this match was actually a decent match for Apollo.
Cool.
Sami Zayn, KO and Matt Riddle versus Imperium with Owens and Zayn and Riddle getting the win by pinfall. Really good match. I really enjoyed this match.
I'm not gonna lie, I missed SmackDown once again because they had a pay-per-view yesterday. Yes. So I had the choice of waking up and getting ready to watch the pay-per-view or watching I didn't watch SmackDown. I did watch the Night of Champions though.
You didn't miss much on SmackDown. We're probably just going to go through this.
I will tell you what I did hear. The only thing I heard about SmackDown, and I'll spoil it before you can say it. One of the Usos, Jimmy or Jay, says, "I'm the tribal chief."
Yes. Yeah. Yes, that's what he said. We open SmackDown with a United States Championship match. Sheamus versus Austin Theory, with Theory retaining his championship.
Of course.
Yes. Then we get Shotzi and Raquel Rodriguez versus Bayley and Io Sky. Rodriguez and Shotzi defeat Bayley and Io with a little miscommunication in this match. Bayley went to do it was a botch, a planned botch.
Is Rodriguez also on Raw? Did she compete on Raw?
I don't think so.
Okay, then don't mind me. Keep going.
No, this was like a planned botch, a miscommunication between Bailey and Io Sky.
Because they're
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 getting rid of
building.
damage control. Don't
Yeah.
know why.
Then we had a match: Cameron Grimes versus Ashante the Adonis, which I was even surprised Hit Row is still on TV, with Cameron Grimes getting the win. I,
To the
man,
moon.
yeah, I don't know what I really like Cameron Grimes. Bianca Belair promo. Yeah, it was a Bianca Belair promo. It was passionate, but not a, it was.
She's getting ready to take out Asuka at Night of
Yep.
Champions and continue her reign.
Then we get Rick Boogs versus L
L
A
A
Knight.
Night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let me
Let me
talk
talk
to.
to you.
I really enjoyed this match, but Knight defeats Boogs. Um,
Of course he did. It's LA
yeah,
Knight. Yeah.
yeah. Then we have AJ Styles versus Karrion Cross. Styles defeating Cross. I don't know why Cross is even relevant anymore because anytime he picks somebody with his little voodoo cards and stuff, he still loses. So
It's I'm so disappointed on how they've once again misused Karrion Cross.
I
That
agree.
man is a giant. That man is a force, and they bring him back to go against Roman to lose, and now he's just facing mid carders.
Yeah,
It really, it really, they're real.
it's
I would have put Carrion on Raw. I would have given him a good run for the world heavyweight. Put him on Raw and put him against Seth Rollins, and those two could put on a banger of a match.
I agree. He's definitely being misused. I believe partly due to his gimmick, but he has to freaking win some matches. I mean,
I can
for him to even
understand.
be
I can
relevant.
understand why they had him lose to AJ Styles, with AJ Styles going into a heavyweight championship match. That
Yeah.
role could have been given to anybody else, any other jobber. I just don't like the fact that once again it's just second verse, second run, same as the first for Karrion Cross on the
Mhm.
on the big run, because he had a great run in NXT. I know you don't really do NXT, but he had a great run in NXT with Scarlett as NXT champion. And then they brought him up to Raw and they gave him that Zargaz Sean
Yeah.
Connery outfit. Um, and then he got let go, grew his hair back out. I saw him on the indie circuit. Great promotion if you want to check out online. PCW Ultra. They got a bunch of stuff that you could check out. They've had a ton of stars on their show. Cross was supposed to be on the show that I saw him after that, but then he got re-signed, had to cancel, and then they've just been misusing him.
Completely misused Cross. Next, we get the KO show with Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. Oh man, this was a really good segment. There are very real cracks in the foundation and the bloodline following Friday's episode of SmackDown, with Jimmy and Jey Uso showing defiance in the face of Roman Reigns, but eventually reuniting with him to close out the show. The bloodline storytelling remains superb. I'm really enjoying what they're doing here. Um, this is uh this is the point in the show where he says, I when it comes to the bloodline, he is the tribal chief. Talking about Jimmy saying that. It was a great segment because
Now, 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 really quick. Jimmy has the long hair and Jay has the short hair.
yes,
Perfect.
yes.
That is going to set me up for Night of Champions perfectly.
Yes, yeah. Because of course during this, Jimmy and Jay attack KO and stuff like that, and
Of
it's
course. Dedicate their attack to the tribal chief.
yeah.
I don't
So,
know if they actually did that. They just is so silly.
but that is Raw and SmackDown. You want to throw us in some AEW
Yeah,
before we
we'll
move on to
just
Night of Champions?
I'm gonna breeze through AEW on the stuff that doesn't matter. We did have some good matches. We had some throwaway stuff. Um, so we opened up Dynamite with Orange Cassidy versus Kyle Fletcher for the International Championship. Uh, Unfortunately, Orange Cassidy picks up the win. Solid match, great back and forth. I
It
love Kyle
was.
Fletcher. I want to see Orange lose this belt soon. I'm over his shtick.
The dude took a spinning DDT and still kicked out.
It's he has taken some of the most horrific shit and is still kicking out. And I get it. I get the gimmick. I understand. It was fun at first, but like I'm over it. We get House. I almost said House of Blues. Jesus Christ, because I wrote HOB, which is House of Blues. We got House of Black going up against the team of AR Fox, Blake Christian, and Metalik. So with House of Black, they have any three members. I know I've explained this before. Any three members of a team can form a three-man team to go against them. Disqualifications are enforced. 20. It's a 20 count instead of a 10 count, and the opposing team picks the stipulation to the match. I love this because we're gonna get a different style match every
Every
time.
time.
This match, one man in, one man out. Meaning, as soon as someone gets thrown, and I love this rule. This is Lucha Libre rule. As soon as someone gets thrown out of the ring and their feet hit the floor, the partner in the corner can come on in. There doesn't need to be a tag. There can be a tag, but there doesn't need to be a tag. If for
Nice.
someone to come in, if someone gets thrown out, someone can come in. And they did this bit several times, and I don't know, by the second or third time, I think they did it two or three. I think they only did it twice. But by the second time, I would have been like, oh well, you should have realized this. Where someone is getting ready to do, like, the first time it was Blake Christian, the second time it was AR Fox. So it was twice. Where they go to do a dive to the outside and they're getting ready to ramp up to go run backwards. And the first
Mhm.
time it's Malachi Black. The second time it's Brody King. But they're
Mhm.
getting ready to go, and this big, just menacing person is standing behind them, and they turned around
So
and they eat the fist.
so I wanna stop right there for a second. I loved the little thing where AR Fox kicked Brody King in the face like 3 times, and Brody King still just stood there, and you hear an audible "oh shit" as he turns to run against the ring ropes for a clothesline. It
I
was
I love the fact that you actually watched AEW this week. Uh, of course, House of Black is picking up
yes,
the win on the 6-man tag. They are going to have a very long reign. It is going to
yeah.
take a very strong team to take them out.
Speaking of how they picked up the win, it was by submission with
Oh, all three men, all
yeah,
three men being submitted.
but Buddy Matthews being the legal man, and he used Rhea Ripley's submission
Oh,
move,
oh, the
the
inverted
clover.
cloverleaf.
Yeah, and
But
it was
here's the thing.
funny.
Here's the thing is he's got, I think, AR Fox in the hold, and Blake Christian comes in and just fucking super kicks him
Oh
in the
yeah, right in the
face.
face.
And he looks at him, and he super kicks him in the face, and he looks at him, and then he super kicks him in the face, and then Brody King grabs him from the outside and
And
does the standing on the apron, having him in a full chokehold.
yeah,
Oh, such a good, like AEW really brought it this week. I'm not
they
gonna
did.
lie. Like
They did.
every match that they had on Dynamite, solid match. This was a week that I literally watched every match because there wasn't a match that I wasn't like, I don't want to watch this.
I watched it this morning.
After that, we get Taya Valkyrie taking on Lady Frost.
Oh,
In Oh, whoa, what was that?
and it was a sleeper match for me. I was
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I love Taya. I've seen Taya live a couple times, and I've seen a couple of Lady Frost matches, but I'm a fan of Lady Frost, and I'm a fan of her husband, the Savage Gentleman, Victor Benjamin. I see them at conventions all the time, and they are the nicest people.
that's
Like
cool.
in the world, always taking photos, always got smiles on their faces, like super nice people, super good in the ring. Uh, Lady Frost has been doing a lot of stuff with the Ring of Honor show
Hmm.
that they're doing, which I'm really bummed that you have to pay for because I don't have a lot of money. So, hey, folks, if you have a Ring of Honor access, just feel free. Steve is 54 at gmail.com. You just throw that information right in there. Um, so she's been doing a lot over there. I see a lot of the clips that she posts on Twitter. She's a very aerial wrestler. She's very good at the aerial dynamics. If you have a Twitter, check out Lady Frost. She posts a lot of great content of her wrestling matches. We get, of course, Taya Valkyrie coming up with the win on that as she is facing Jade tonight at Double or Nothing. We get Tony Khan announcing the location of Collision's first show, which I'm not surprised, Chicago, Illinois,
of course,
the home of Gruff McGruff. Don't you know that, right? You know Gruff. You remember Gruff McGruff? Gruff McGruff, Chicago, Illinois. He's Gruff McGruff. Take a bite out of crime. He was the crime fighting dog.
I thought it was Scruff McGruff.
Maybe it's Scruff McGruff. I would just call him Gruff McGruff. It's probably Scruff McGruff. Who knows? Chicago. So we can only assume if Punk is coming back, it's going to be at the show in Chicago, Illinois. We get the Adam Cole, baby. Boom, against the POS Chris Jericho contract signing, in which Cole and Strong are standing there against the whole JAS minus Sammy Guevara. Because Guevara, let's not be wrong, Guevara is still part of the JAS, but he has his own separate side story right now. Jericho's letting him do his thing. Which I'm really surprised that he's letting him do his own thing, because you have to think that Jericho's always supposed to be the shining star. And Jericho's like, well, we got more numbers. There are 5 of us and there are 2 of you. And Cole is like, you know what? There is. And here's where I was, right? The show is taking place in Las Vegas. And Adam Cole goes, but you know what? We're in Vegas. And I called someone who's crazy, more crazy than all of you combined, to which I sat there and I went, oh my God, it's Mike Tyson.
No, that would have been cool.
Because Tyson lives in Vegas.
Yeah.
I for sure was like, oh, they're bringing Tyson back in. Like, Tyson's going to punch Jericho. And it's
not Tyson.
It wasn't Tyson. It is someone that does live in Vegas. It is the homicidal, suicidal, genocidal Sabu.
Yeah.
Such a good guy. No one's now people probably aren't going to catch this. Most people in the world probably don't know this. Sabu had a girlfriend. She was a super nice chick. He called her Super Genie. She basically wore the I Dream of Genie outfit, came out with him all the time. She unfortunately passed away a year or 2 ago. When he came out, if you rewatch, when he came out, he's wearing a lanyard, and on that lanyard is a card, and on that card is a photo of Super Genie.
Oh, that's cool.
Is a photo of his girlfriend.
I know he was wearing something. I thought it was like a backstage pass or something.
No,
like
it is a photo. I caught it only because I work in wrestling, so I know this shit.
No, I get it. Yeah.
It was a photo of Super Genie, which I thought was super super nice of him, and just loving and thoughtful and all that stuff. So Sabu is going to be in the corner of Adam Cole in this non-sanctioned AEW match, which had a contract signing, even though it's unsanctioned. Right. After that, we did get Daniel Garcia of the JAS taking on Roderick Strong. Another solid match. 2 great technical powerhouses. Just pure all fists, no flips, coming from Garcia to take an old saying from an old team. Roderick Strong, of course, picks up the win, as you should. We then have the Ring of Honor in our main event of Dynamite, the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships, as the Lucha Brothers put up their Tag Team Championships against the Blackpool Combat Club of Claudio Castagnoli and Wheeler Yuta. In a great main event, great back and forth, that these guys are all fists and all flips. They do anything and everything under the sun. And I'm not going to lie, I had the ending to the show spoiled for me, because it's not that I get bored, but I'll watch the show and then it goes to commercial break and I'll forget I have a remote next to me that has a fast forward button, and I'll just pull up Twitter and I'll just start scrolling Twitter. It's where I get most of my stuff.
That sometimes too.
And I see a photo of Nick and Matt Jackson clearly under a ring. I see the boards above them and I go, oh, okay, I see what's going to happen here.
Yeah.
And in the main event, the Jacksons come from under the ring. They attack Claudio. Ring of Honor, the Lucha Brothers end up getting the win, and then I want to say okay. So see, once again, this is last week. This week was last week at Hangman's return, or was this week Hangman's return?
No. Last week was
It was
Hangman's
Hangman's
return.
return.
Yeah.
So Lucha Brothers end up getting the win. The Young Bucks get a little bit of an upper hand on the Blackpool Combat Club, only because, in my own personal theory, when it comes to pay-per-views and build-up shows, whoever has the upper hand before the pay-per-view is probably going to lose. I feel the Blackpool Combat Club is going to beat the Elite today at Double or Nothing.
I kind of hope they do.
So,
I'm
not getting the pay-per-view. I might try and illegally stream it on my other laptop because I don't care if it's a virus.
Allegedly.
No, I'm going to illegally stream it. There's no allegedly about it. It's an old computer that I don't care if it gets a virus and then erodes itself away. And that was the main event of Dynamite. Let's go ahead and just charge through Rampage oh my goodness. Rampage started with the Acclaimed taking on La Faccione Gobernables. And
wait. Did you say the Acclaimed?
Say the Acclaimed.
Sesame, stiffy ass.
Everybody loves the Mod Squad.
Yes.
The Mod Squad. The Acclaimed pick up the win against La Faccione Gobernables. I don't know their full name. The Guns and Ethan Page took on 3 jobbers. They didn't even introduce the jobbers. The Guns win. The Guns pick up the win.
As you do.
The Hardys come out to say, so in the pre-show, there's going to be a 6-man tag. It's going to be the Guns and Ethan Page taking on the team of Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy. And Isaiah Cassidy, unfortunately, last week was injured to the point where he cannot be medically cleared. So they announced their new partner, the handsome devil himself, Hook. So it's going to be the Hardys and Hook against the Guns and Ethan Page. In a pre-show dark match. Oh, you say dark match, but it's pre-show. You have Nyla Rose and The Problem, Marina Shafir, taking on Hikaru Shida and the Doctor herself, Britt Baker. The match ends with Britt Baker picking up, I believe, a win over Marina Shafir. And then in our main event of Rampage, Lee Moriarty and Big Bill taking on Best Friends, with Big Bill and Lee Moriarty picking up the win.
I'm not gonna lie, Rampage kind of felt like a dud show.
It really did, except for the promos with the Hardys and the Guns. Even the opening match, I like that they're taking the Acclaimed and turning them from a tag team to a 3-man. I really hope that they're not the people that take the belts off House of Black.
Oh, definitely no. All right, moving on to Night of Champions.
Bro, I was so surprised by some things that happened on Night of Champions.
Yes, it kicked off with Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles for the World Heavyweight Championship of the World. And the new heavyweight champion, Seth Rollins.
It was a very good match.
Yeah,
it was a very good match.
I'm actually going to say this right now. I'm going to make this my match of the week.
Whoa, I'm gonna go. If I had to pick my match of the week, it is gonna be from AEW, even over everything on the pay-per-view. I'm gonna go with Garcia Strong. I'm a big Roderick Strong mark.
That was a good match too.
So I'll go Garcia Strong. But let's get in back to the pay-per-view. After that, we have Trish Stratus going up against Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch wearing a outfit very, very the shades of the bride from Kill Bill.
Kill Bill, yes, and Trish Stratus actually wearing a throwback look from one of her previous outfits. Her previous outfit actually had no sleeves, but since they're in Saudi, she had to have sleeves. So
Yeah, and no cleavage.
yeah.
Ow. And we get a new protege man, trainee, whatever you want to call it. I think they're really going to do a mentorship type thing, as Trish Stratus picks up the win, as she gets what I'm calling a new trainee in Zoe
Zoe
Stark.
Stark, yep. Zoe
Yeah,
Stark came out from under the ring, performed a little move on her. I can't remember what
on
move it was.
Becky. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was some move. I don't know the name of it, but it costs Becky the match, and Trish picks up the win.
yep. That was actually a surprise. I was not expecting that. So very cool. Mustafa Ali versus Gunther.
For the Intercontinental Championship.
Yes, this.
Good match. Like Ali really performed.
Mhm.
But Gunther puts out, as he always does, just a banger of a match, just showing his power,
I
and everything.
I think this match may have lost a little bit of time because it seemed really quick. So it seems like they had to cram a lot in a short amount of time. The flow for me didn't work as well as it probably should have, but it was still a really good match, as you said.
With
Uh,
Gunther, of course, picking
yes,
up the win, continuing his reign, did as he is going to break the reign of longest reigning Intercontinental Champion.
I hope so.
They're doing.
Uh,
I think they're going to do it with all three champs. I'm not going to lie. They just did it. They just did it with Bianca.
yep.
Bianca just passed the longest reigning women's champion in the history of WWE. Uh, Gunther is going to beat the Intercontinental, and if the fates align, now that they have two separate champions, for the next 4.5 years, Roman Reigns
Roman Reigns, yeah.
is going to be our Universal Champion. I pray to the wrestling gods for the next 4.5 years that Roman Reigns beats Bruno Sammartino's reign. Don't get me, I love Bruno. I love Bruno, but I want to see Roman. I just like at this point, like it's so
Um,
ridiculous. What are they like? It's so great.
but
Um,
we don't talk about Bruno. Um,
that's not. I didn't like that movie. I didn't think it was good.
next we do. Speaking of Bianca Belair, we have Bianca Belair versus Asuka.
Such a solid
Oh,
finish. Like
oh, it
like
was so good.
a great back and forth of a match.
And a great heel move to be a smart heel at that.
But that's the thing, is Asuka's not even.
I think Asuka's heel. I mean, she cheated to win.
You could
So
say she cheated to win, but the mist isn't considered an illegal move. Referees have seen the mist done before. So Asuka, minutes before that, goes for the mist. Bianca Belair ducks. Asuka gets to the outside, puts the mist on her hands, and
mhm.
when she gets thrown up in the rack, rakes her eyes, and then hits her with two kicks. New women's champion,
Asuka.
Asuka.
And I love Asuka as champ. I'm not gonna lie. It was time for Belair to lose the belt, and I'm glad it was to Asuka.
And once again, they Asuka's the new champ, but Bianca just beat the reign for like the longest person holding the
Yeah,
belt. So
yeah. But next we have another women's championship match: Rhea Ripley versus the birthday girl herself, Natalia.
in which she beats her in, I want to say, 96 seconds.
Dude, she did not only beat her, she destroyed her. Like I don't think Natalia got any offense in
No, it was a
whatsoever.
minute and a half.
It was like a squash match. Rhea Ripley just destroyed her. So Rhea wins.
Rhea wins.
Yep. Next, we got Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes, with Cody Rhodes in a titanium cast.
Good Lord.
Yeah, they're doing the titanium cast type deal or the cast type thing. But the winner, Brock Lesnar. So I do think there's going to be a third match. Got to have the
Yes.
rubber
Oh,
match.
yes.
Yeah.
No, they are 100% going
Yeah.
to continue this feud for God knows how long, but it does continue.
I really thought Cody was going to pick up this win straight, but
No way. He tapped out to the Karamuda clutch.
yeah, yeah. Sami Zayn. No, he didn't tap out. He passed
It
out.
passed out.
Yeah,
He
he
passed
passed
out to
out.
the Karamuda
Yeah.
clutch.
Sami Zayn and KO versus Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa.
What a main
Oh,
event. Bro, that
dude.
reception for Sammy?
Oh my gosh. And then not only did he come out in his Arabic garb, he got in the ring and spoke Arabic as well, which so great to see. Um
It's just such a heart. He posted a photo online on Twitter of there's a wall where the people of his religion of his faith go, and
mhm.
it's a big thing for them to like touch this wall, pray, be one with God. And it's just like for him to be able to go and have that experience and have that movement for him, as well as just this tremendous main event is just
Yes.
spectacular.
While he's on top of the world at that, like he's probably the top other than Roman, he's probably the top guy in uh, in WWE right now as far as fan popularity.
Sure,
Uh,
absolutely.
yeah, but the winners, Sami Zayn and KO.
Well, let's get
I want
into
to get into it.
how
Yes.
they are the winners. So KO has Roman on the outside on the announcer's table.
Hmm.
Jimmy and Jay come out of the audience and start attacking them.
Yes,
They
attacking
get,
KO. Yeah, and
start,
Sammy.
start attacking KO. They get in the ring, start attacking Sammy. They go for a double super kick. Sammy moves.
Eats
Solo
it.
Sikoa eats it. Can we talk about that referee bump also? The referee takes a full on spear from Roman.
Oh yeah. Yes. Yes. If
Holy shit.
yeah.
Um, Roman gets in the ring. I mean, do you want to take on? I'll tell
Yeah,
the
no,
whole
no,
thing,
no.
dude.
They yeah. The okay. So the referee takes a spear by Roman. Roman's outside of the ring. The
Let's go
Usos.
from the double kick on
Yeah.
Solo. So the double
Okay.
kick happens on Solo.
But that only happens you Roman only sees that. He don't see Sammy get it out of the way. So Roman gets in the ring and he's like, "What are you doing?" And he gets and just mush mouths Jimmy into the corner. Then Jay gets in his face and he's like, "Why are you touching me? Don't touch me." And he goes, "You need to get out of the ring." Mush mouths him and he goes to turn around and then
No, he mush mouths Jay twice.
oh
He
he
shoves his face. He says something. Jay goes at him again, and he shoves him a second time. He mush mouths Jimmy once. He mush mouths Jay twice.
Oh, okay. And then he turn back to Jimmy and just eats a
Ooh,
super
super
kick
kick
right to the face. And Jay's like, "What are you doing?"
from no. Let's say he takes a super kick from Jimmy.
Yes, yes. He takes the super
Jay
kick
goes,
from
"What
Jimmy.
are you?" Yeah,
Yeah.
they are going back and forth. Jimmy super kicks Roman
Yep.
again.
Well, first he says, "I'm doing what you should have done years ago," and he says, "I got you," and just
Boom.
super kicks him in the face. Oh, and he's like, "We got to go. We got to go. Let's go."
Like, and Jay keeps going for Roman, and Jimmy's like, time to go.
Uh-uh.
We're out of
Yep.
here.
We're brothers. You're staying with me. We're out of
Bro,
here.
so good.
Oh, it was amazing.
And
I
then
literally
and
like
then
was like, "Oh no!"
Sammy gets the pin on Roman.
Yes, yes. I literally almost jumped out of my chair with my hands up. I did put my hands up. I sat up in my chair. I was like, "What's going on?"
It is
It was great.
crazy.
It was
It's
great.
crazy.
It
Yeah.
was amazing to
Such a
see.
good pay-per-view. The
Oh,
implosion of the bloodline, the continuation of Zayn and Owens. So much fun. So
I
much fun.
I am really enjoying what they're doing right now over in WWE. All right, guys. Make sure you check out the Mod Squad Facebook. Remember, we are doing shirts. These are the first 6 right here, and we do have a limited edition shirt that has been released. This is the Pride shirt. This will only last till the end of June. Make sure you show your pride with the Mod Squad Network. Steve, where can
The last
people
podcast you'd want. Do we have it here yet?
No, I haven't loaded it. I gotta load it in. Yeah.
The last podcast you want. That's my podcast. We talk about entertainment, pop culture, stuff like that. Who knows when the next episode's coming out? Ladies and gentlemen, that's my podcast. Thank you all for coming. Tip the veal, try the staff. Oh, wait. Tip the veal, try the staff. thank you all for coming. And if you didn't, better luck next time.
There you
That's
go.
how it is. Jesus
Make
Christ.
make sure you check out the Mod Squad horror. Make sure you check out the Mod Squad Movie Talk Monday, the Mod Squad Gamer. You're already watching wrestling. Check out the show live every Saturday night where we have a giveaway. Check out Back to the Retro Review on YouTube. That is my channel. It is the sister channel of the Mod Squad Network where we review movies from the 80s and 90s, and you will see this guy right here on it as well. All right, guys, that does it for this episode of Layeth the Squad Down from the Mod Squad Network. So, for Steve, I am Kevin saying, keep on wrestling, everybody.
Wrestling God.